No.
No.
So what's
because you can just ignore the app and not access it anymore. You know what I mean? There's nothing. If you want to do something, you will do it with the app or without the app.
So with your friends or without?
Yeah, without them or with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started by the goal of motivating, but
Yeah.
you didn't find that you are motivated enough.
Yeah.
So
especially maybe because it related to calories, and I'm not really good friend with tracking calories. But for example, with activities, I can share them with anyone. But because we don't have a goal to reach with activities, we mainly focus on the calories and how to lose.
Okay. Calories. And do you find this strategy, in general, do you find it effective or not?
Yes.
Why? Because
it kind of reminds you every time of what you need to do.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the relationship between your data. Have you linked the insights of your personal data or the data that you are tracking with other related data? Did you try to do this sort of connection?
No, because everybody is different.
No, I mean your data, not like others' data. Did you try to link, for example, your steps with other data that you're tracking and maybe try to figure out if there is any relationship between them?
No.
Okay. Have you linked the insights of your data with other, not related, but contextual data? I will give you an example. For example, someone might be interested in finding out the relationship between their mood and the day of the week, or maybe their physical activity and a contextual data like the weather today. And they might find some relationship between them. Things that might not be clear at the first glance, but they try to identify if there is any relationship. Did you dig to that extent before? Okay. Are you interested in finding such relationship?
Well, I kind of linked just once in my experience with tracking is that if I don't move a lot, I get upset very quickly.
Okay.
And if I keep my body busy, like do so much activities, I feel so satisfied at the end of the day. Even though if it's not related to like weight loss or something, but if I keep my body active, I will be more satisfied. I don't know why, in which context, but I feel satisfied.
Okay, and that feeling, does it come from you, or is it something that your data is telling you?
I think it's mentally, because it's just a relief of, for example, stress or something.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember a time where the amount of data were just insufficient for you to make a decision?
Decision on what?
On, doing something, or maybe changing something, taking action.
I don't think, no.
No. So do you think the amount of data you're collecting is important in any way?
It's important to, as I told you before, it's just a record of my information. So, if, for example, if I want to set a new target, for example, if I want to walk 10k a day, I can't do that straight away. I have to set smaller targets and to be able to reach the 20k a day. So it's good to look how I can set my future targets.
Okay. Do you remember a time where you were misled by your data?
No.
You looked at them and you find that there is something confusing? No. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the data?
Yes.
Like there's too much of it for you to understand?
No. Like too much for it to understand? No, because I can understand.
Okay. What about the previous parts? Feeling, the overwhelming feeling.
Yeah, I feel happy when I see like large numbers. Like yes.
Okay. And talk more about it. So how?
So for example, if I reach the daily target, I feel satisfied. If I don't, I don't feel. I don't want to look at it again on the day. I just move more.
Yep.
And that's it. Check it tomorrow.
Okay. But you didn't experience a situation where there is like lots of data and you're feeling loaded by
tracking devices or applications, they're quite clear all the time. Like I've tried a number of them and they are quite clear. And and simple.
Okay.
So it's easy for everyone to understand.
Are they giving you, for example, data that you might not be interested in looking at them?
Heart rate, yes, I'm interested.
And how did you manage to overcome this?
Just ignore it.
Just ignore the data. Would you prefer to have something that where you can actually select what you are interested in seeing? And
majority of the things I tried, they normally have things that I'm interested in. And if I'm not interested in another feature that they provide, I just ignore it.
Okay. Have you experienced a situation where the way the data is being displayed or represented is just too complicated?
No.
Okay. And do you have any suggestions of what could improve the situation for you?
No. It's just a mental setup
Okay. Now let's talk a bit about the actions that you take as a result of reflecting on your personal data. First, do you think the insights you get from tracking your data are actionable?
What do you mean?
So do you think that what you're getting, the data that you're getting, do you think that they are actionable, that they enable you or actually suggest that you can take actions based on them?
Yeah.
Like personal action, like
Yeah.
behavior change. Okay. So,
for example,
you remember what actions you take as a result?
For example, if that day I did so well, and I felt like I didn't waste my time, and for example, I achieved achieving the target didn't stop me from my daily targets. That will make me think, okay, I did so well today, and I did the things I need to do. So why not doing it tomorrow? Why not keep doing it? That's so good. So it's good that it kind of makes me think that it's okay to achieve, and that's actually work.
Okay. So how does it work? So
if I check that I did so well, and I know on that day, because normally activities, if you have so many things to do, you don't have time to do activities. But if that day I did so well on my activities and I found time to do my fitness activities, that will make me think, okay, the results were good. And for example, because that day I was busy not thinking about my activities, but I did so well, when I checked the app, I kind of said something that day I did so well, so why not doing it again? So that didn't stop me from my daily activities. So yeah, it's kind of work.
Okay, interesting. I think that's the end of the interview. So thank you for participating in it.